I remember at some point uploading every single day for like a month, right? So if you look at my channel, there was a point where I was uploading like every single day for 30 or 31 days straight, right? And I was just trying to see how many followers I would get, stuff like that, right? Like the progress, like, you know, experimenting basically, right? And I was thinking, what can I do to actually like improve and stuff like that, right? So that was like a nice experiment for me to do and try out, because the first thing I ever did was upload once a week for like months, right? And that didn't really work for me. It was slow growth. But then when I was uploading every single day, so like think about one end of the spectrum and then like jumping to the other, right? Just like to the other end. And that was like very hard, bro, like, right? That was annoying. I had to just record 7 videos in a day or something like that, right? I remember I just wasn't being authentic a lot of the times, because I was just trying to, like, in the exact same spot, right? I was just trying to make videos and talk about stuff, but never editing too much and just making topics that would get me views and stuff like that, right? I was trying to be authentic by being lazy and not editing a lot of the times, because I thought that, sometimes I just don't want to edit, so it feels inauthentic to me. And then it's like, oh fuck, I'm just not gonna do it, right? But then I remember I started uploading again, right? Daily uploads worked for me at a certain point, right? From then on, like, I was uploading too many videos, and in my opinion, some of them were even unnecessary, right? So it was much better for me to find that right, like, nice middle, right? So what I did was, now I'm uploading like 3 to 4, maybe maximum 5 times a week, right? But it's much higher quality. All the videos are much higher, like the editing, there's much more of it in here, right? Stuff like that. I'm just cutting up stuff, doing much more, like putting in much more effort into them with the videos. And a lot of the guys just try to be authentic, but by being lazy, right? And just not doing shit and just feeling like, oh, okay, this is inauthentic to me and stuff like that. But then it's like, it's inauthentic for you to be doing all this stuff, right? Just forcing just yourself, uploading, just doing stuff like that, just keep on working, doing stuff like that isn't really you, right? This is especially for YouTubers, right? But it's also nice to know that if you are trying to be authentic as a person and stuff like that, it's just really important for you to take these lessons as well. That's why I'm going to show you how to truly be authentic. Yo, I'm Aris, also known as Screw Mediocrity, and I'm a leader of young men trying to pick their attractiveness and network with high value, like-minded chads like themselves, so that they can get to their goals 10 times faster than the average person. If that sounds interesting, click the first link in the description to join the movement. And I'm also giving away one-on-one coaching calls and facial looks maxing rating. So join in right now while it's still free. Also subscribe for me to make more videos like this. So the first thing I would like you to think about is basic law of attraction, right? I don't really know about it. I haven't read like a lot of books about it, but if you don't focus, like directly focus 100% of your time and effort into one thing, a lot of the times you get it. Like a good example is women, right? Sometimes you just feel like, okay, right, you're focusing 100% of your time and effort into the woman, right? You're trying to get the woman. But then a lot of the times she just friend-zoned you, or that doesn't give a fuck about you, leaves you on read, stuff like that, right? Once you stop focusing on her and you start focusing on yourself, right? So of course you're giving her attention, stuff like that, but you're not directly trying to 100% put all your effort into her. That's when she becomes way more attracted to you. And that also applies to a lot of different things, right? Because I've experienced it myself. That's why I'm telling you that this actually works, right? So let's say you make 5 videos, right? If you're a YouTuber, you make 5 videos, okay? And 3 of them you have very high energy because of the days, you know, they were nice, you were having fun, for example, right? Or you were just very energetic and motivated to work. But then 2 of those videos, right, the 2 last ones, at that day, for example, right, you didn't have a lot of energy to work and you didn't feel that motivation or stuff like that, and you didn't have that same energy that you had like previous days, the previous days. So what do you do now? You just keep doing it, right? You just still do it, right? You still make the videos, you still try to seem energetic. And that's the problem, because you're not, right? You may think that, oh, but you know, it's cool, I'm trying to be consistent, stuff like that. But it's like, bro, that's when you're being inauthentic, by trying to keep that energy, trying to be somebody you're not, in a way, right? And just faking your feelings, faking all of that. That's inauthentic, like not editing your videos and stuff like that, right? Because I heard from a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that they don't want to edit, that this, you know, just takes away from the authenticity. But then it's like, bro, if you truly enjoy editing, why the fuck not do it? Of course, if you feel like, okay, I don't want to like hyper edit all my whole video, just spend like 10 hours a day or some shit like that, understandable, bro. Cut up the video, put in some zoom ins, put some b-roll, stuff like that, right? and some music maybe, boom, that's it, right? That's what I'm doing. Okay, do the same, bro. You don't have to be at the the end of the spectrum where you are literally like editing all day every day and just to add like a bit of extra stuff, right? It's much better for you to be in the middle. I don't need any more. Like, people don't really give a fuck about that. I don't have much time. I want to do some other stuff. I want to like edit other videos. Understandable. That's what you should be doing, other than saying, okay, like, I don't like editing, and it's authentic because sometimes I don't want to do it. Sometimes you will not want to do your work because it just seems like too much, right? It's just like overwhelming sometimes. It's annoying here and there. Right? No, I understand that, right? Because I've gone through the exact same thing. One thing I have to say is, I remember it was in middle school, elementary school, at the time when we were trying to choose, what our career would be or stuff like that, right? What kind of job we wanted to do in the future. And I was trying to think of a job or something that I would love to do 100%, that I would never, I would always enjoy doing, that I would never have a problem with, that I would never get bored of, that I would never fucking be tired of. But that's wrong. That's why I never found it, because I thought, this is pretty nice, but it doesn't have like the 100% accuracy, or 100, it's not perfect, right? That's what I was looking for. And you cannot find something like that, right? The point is that, what do you love learning about? What do you love implementing in your life? What do you love seeing? What makes you feel better, right? Every single day, right? By chasing it. Do that, bro. You shouldn't be waiting for it to be perfect, because it will never be. You will have to work consistently and have to do that work, for example, in that hour or something like that, right? Depends on deadlines, stuff like that. And you will have to do it regardless if you like it or not. A lot of the times you will not like it, bro. For example, me, I love just making videos and stuff like that, and just working on my community, stuff like that, right? But if I just gave in to myself, into not wanting to do the work sometimes, bro, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be making this video, for example. I wouldn't be making more than 100 videos, right, on my channel, because I would be so bored. I would be like, it's fucking useless, right? Why the fuck should I do this, right? I'd rather do something else. But then when I push myself to do this, that's when I'm happiest. That's when I'm getting the most amount of results, because when you work more, regardless of how you feel, the next day, when, for example, let's say today wasn't really a good day, you felt kind of shitty and stuff like that, right? The next day, when you're gonna be feeling good, right? So let's say, for example, you have two scenarios. In one scenario, you felt bad, like today, right? You felt shitty, not in the mood to work, stuff like that. And the next day, it was a nice day. You were motivated to do stuff, and you were feeling better or stuff like that, right? If you're not going to work today because you feel shitty, and tomorrow you're gonna feel better, stuff like that, you're gonna wanna work way more. You're gonna feel like shit a little bit, because you're gonna be like, oh fuck, I didn't work enough yesterday, I should work more today. And you're gonna feel kind of shitty, right? In the other scenario, if you feel like shit, but you still work, and the next day comes, right? And you feel so much, you feel great, right? You feel amazing. You're gonna feel 10 times better, because you did the work yesterday, even when you didn't feel like it. You did the work today because you were motivated. Especially if you keep this going for a lot of days, it's gonna be even better the next time a good day comes, because you're gonna feel like the boss, like the man. Because you are, bro. Just think about yourself. 5 days of the week, you don't feel nice, right? And the other 2, you feel amazing. It's gonna compound so much, you don't even understand the feelings, the motivation, how nice you're gonna feel, because you actually putting the work when you didn't want to do it. Yeah, you could say that inauthenticity, but if you in general love doing what you're doing, if you have days when you're gonna feel nice and shit like that, right? If you feel okay, I want to keep doing this for the rest of my life or for the next few years to come, keep doing it, bro. Don't wait for a perfect job for you to be doing for the rest of your life, for it to never be boring, because a lot of the times it will, and you will never know, because you're gonna be thinking that, it should be perfect, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this. But then it's bro, choose one thing, do that, and even if it's not what you wanted to do, you're way closer to that goal. You're way closer to doing that job, that thing that you really wanted. It's inauthentic for you to sit here and say that, okay, because I don't feel like I'm not gonna do it. This part here doesn't have to do with inauthenticity, but it really has to do with you not being a bitch and just getting to work, doing the work, right? But also being authentic while doing it. You're gonna have to understand that at some point in your life, you'll have to face these bad days of you not being motivated, of you not wanting to work, of you wanting to do something else, procrastinating. you have to face that, and you will have to be like, fuck, I have to do this right now. And that's when you're going to win, when you're going to take action. Not when you're gonna be like, oh, I'll do tomorrow. That's how you lose, bro. Stop wasting time.